Hello friends, welcome to my channel on Advanced Excel. Today we are going to look into indirect function. So this is what indirect function does. It returns the reference oblique range of cells specified by text string. So indirect function basically refers to a range of cells, say like this, which is specified by a particular text string. And I'll demonstrate this to you. Say this is my cell. And this is my data, basically just a one liner, good morning, and to this data I have given it a name Sachin. Now in Excel, whenever you want to give names to any ranges, the best way to is control F3, and then you can give name, change ranges, or edit them or even delete them. So this is how you can give the ranges. And in this particular example I have given various names to various ranges that we will use later on. So right now I am just typing here Sachin and control enter, and is equal to indirect tab. Now we can use indirect in two different ways. First way is giving cell reference, which is this, and the second way is using R1C1, that is rows and column argument. So right now we are sticking to this first A1 approach, that is cell reference approach. So indirect reference text string is this, and comma. Now by default indirect function has been designed to be used in this true or A1 style or a cell reference style. So if I keep this second argument blank and simply close the bracket and control enter, it's giving me good morning. Okay, because this particular cell which contains this good morning or this data has been named as Sachin, and in this indirect function, if I press F2, I am giving reference to this particular text string. Okay, so it indirect function, what it does, it looks at this particular text string, and because we have given it a name and the data which is contained in the cell B3, it brings out that data into this particular cell. Okay, so this is the A1 approach. Now I am just deleting this, and now there is one more name which I have given, and here it is, to this particular range of cells I1 to I7, and we have given it a name add. So right, I am typing add here, add, and is equal to indirect, and I am completing the parenthesis, control enter. It's giving me 30, but in reality if I press F2 and press F9, F2 and F9, you will see that indirect function has got hold of this range of cell which is I1 to I7, but having got hold of this range of cell, indirect function does not know what user wants to do with that range of cell. So unlike or like say offset, even indirect function only gets hold or selects a particular range of cell, but after that you have to use indirect with some other function in Excel which will complement what indirect function has performed. So suppose I want to take sum of this particular range, so I will say sum, I will prefix a indirect function with sum, come to the end, complete parenthesis and control enter. Here it is. Or I can take average also, AVE, average, tab and control enter. So indirect function is as such not a direct function, in a sense that when you use indirect you have to use it along with the combination of some other functions in Excel, because indirect function only selects a particular range of cells. Okay, so likewise indirect function like offset is an intermediary function. It does not have a direct result like VLOOKUP or index and match and sum or some product or things like that. It is only a function which can get hold of a certain range of cells. That's it. Okay, so I am deleting here this thing. Now as I have said, there are two ways of using indirect function. One is a cell reference style and another is R1C1 style. So here is my database of say sales, and these are my products ABCDE, and these are the months for which that sales data has been plotted, and we want sum of for the month of May. Now even the totals have been taken here. So there are two ways of doing using this indirect function. I say is equal to indirect. Now be careful, because this indirect and index function, they are adjacent to each other. So indirect, and either you can keep this second argument blank when you are using that cell reference style, or simply you can give 1, because that's how we know true and false are all about in Excel, and control enter. it's giving me value. Very correct, because indirect has got hold of this particular range of cell, which is this one, say F13 to F17, and now we'll tell indirect function to produce sum of all these values, to sum up all these values. So indirect, I am opening parenthesis and closing, so I am prefixing sum to this indirect and enter. Here it is, 3176. Now coming to this R1C1 style, my totals of all these months have been taken in row 18, and especially this total for the month of May is appearing in cell F18. So in terms of rows and columns, I will say that either I can call this cell as F18, or I can say the row number is 18 and my column number is say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So R18 and C, that is column is number 6. So if I give reference in indirect cell using R1C1 reference, then I can fetch this particular total of for the month of May. So I'll start with indirect. Now into inverted comma, I am giving say R. Now we know that all the totals have been taken in this row number 18. So row number is 18. Then C stands for column. I'll close this inverted commas here, and I'll say and. Now this data is going to expand in the future. So in future we may have values for June, July, August, September. So instead of straight away giving this column number as a 6 or a 7, we'll use count a function, and this is what that count a function does. It counts the number of cells in the range that are not empty. So I'll press tab, and now I'll simply select this entire row and I'm closing parenthesis. Now if I select this whole stretch and press F9, here it is. It is giving me the result of what we want, R18, that is row number 18 and column number 6. I'll say Control Z, and because we are using R1C1 reference, either you can double click this or you can give 0 and close parenthesis, Control Enter. So 3176. Now in future, if suppose our data expands, let me just copy this here, okay, and change some values, and if I take the total of June, you will see it's giving us 3770. Okay, because what count A is doing is it is counting the cells which are non-blank, which in this case are 7. So my column number is 7 for the purpose of R1C1 style of indirect function. So this is how R1C1 concept of indirect function is all about. Okay, so moving to our next example. Now this is a fantastic one. We are having states, and under that state we are having names of certain cities, and here I have given a drop list. Now all of you must be aware how to give a drop list. You have to simply press Alt DL, that is data validation, and I have given the range to this column labels, and so as to have name of the states. And the challenge is, the moment I change here name of the state, say Gujarat, this drop list or these cities, it should contain the cities under Gujarat, or say cities under Madhya Pradesh, or cities under Maharashtra. So these names to all these states have been given. You can let me just show you. So I have selected this range of cells where the cities in Maharashtra have been listed, and here it is. The name given to this range is Maharashtra, name given to this particular range is Gujarat, and range given to particular this range is Madhya Pradesh. So the moment I change here the state name, the cities of state should appear over here. So very simple. I'll press Alt DL for data validation, and in value I'll say list, and in the source I'll say is equal to indirect, and this is my cell where I'll be giving the state reference. So that is I23. So I'll say I23, and I'm giving 0. Okay, and I'm just clicking OK right now. Okay, so now my state is Gujarat. You will see Ahmedabad, Surat, Rajkot, Vadodara and Gandhinagar. The moment I change this state to from Gujarat to Maharashtra, the cities of Maharashtra will be listed, under this city label Mumbai, Thane, Pune, Sangli, Satara, and if I change this to Madhya Pradesh, it will give us cities of Madhya Pradesh. Here it is. Okay, so in this way indirect function is a useful one. But as you ask, if you ask me whether we can use it every day like VLOOKUP, then the answer is no, for a simple reason. It only gets hold of the range of cell. It selects the range of cells and nothing else. Okay, and coming to the last example, now I cannot like complete this video without giving example of indirect with VLOOKUP. Now here is my region, then there are units sold and we want commission rate. Now the commission rates are differing from region to region, and again I have given name to all this region or commission table. Here it is ABC, DEF and GHI. So using indirect we have to arrive at commission. Now as such we all are aware that VLOOKUP can take care of only one table array, but with indirect we can ask VLOOKUP or compel VLOOKUP to take care of multiple table arrays, and let's see how. Now this is my region code. So first I'll use write, and the number of characters I want is 3. So this is a product for the purpose of indirect function, and now I'll build indirect around this. So I'll say indirect tab, and because I want this A1 style, I can give 1 and control enter. It's giving me value. It's okay. If I press F2 and F9, here it is. So it has got hold of this range of cells. So control Z, and now again F2, we'll build VLOOKUP around this. VLOOKUP tab, units sold are in B3 comma, table array has been taken care by indirect function, because those table arrays have been given name, and those names indirect function will use those names to refer to those range of cells. So that's been taken care. My column index number is going to be 2, and because we want exact match, approximate match, I am completing parenthesis and control enter. Here it is, and then simply select this range and press Ctrl D. So here it is. So using indirect you can assist VLOOKUP to take care of multiple table arrays, n number of table arrays, provided those table arrays have been given name, and indirect function will refer to that particular name, and then it will get hold of those range of cells, and then VLOOKUP can perform the way it performs. Okay, so friends, this brings me to this end of this video. If you like this video, do give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, and I am giving a link of this file in the description box for you to download and practice upon. Take care. Bye bye.